everybody, welcome to Things That Are Extra. It's our after show.
Yes.
The talking opinions.
The after party.
Things that are extra, because things are extra. And you brought this subject up a few weeks ago, and we never got around to it. And I think it's important we do.
Yeah, before it gets stale.
Yeah, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I do. I see. The
they don't know yet.
Don't know yet. So I titled this segment, "Why It Gotta Be Cake, Though."
I mean, goddamn. So I get, because I flip through Instagram and whatever all the time, and every third thing that I flip past is some damn thing where it's like it looks like a real thing, and then somebody sticks a knife in it, and it's a fucking cake, right? And I'm like, why though? What, like, because, or sometimes it's a video of someone making said cake, right? Like they're making a cake that looks like, I think what triggered me into asking you to do this was I saw, because of the Wolverine and Deadpool movie, somebody made a cake that was the Dirty Dancing.
Oh, right. Of the,
of Wolverine and Deadpool in a Dirty Dancing move. And I was like, holy shit, like, what a goddamn bunch of fucking effort for why? To what end?
I will 100% get behind somebody who bakes cake like that obviously it's not, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, right? You're not about to cut into Ryan Reynolds and be like,
oh, sure, yeah.
Like, I'm fine if you're just doing cake as an artistic expression.
Okay.
But I think in these cakes that are supposed to be like, because the video trend is, I think sometimes they're called cake or steak or something like.
Or is it real or cake?
Yeah, real or cake. So somebody cuts into it, and you have to figure out if it's gonna be cake or gonna be whatever the fuck it actually is. Like this cake,
this can of beer, yeah. Right. And then you, look, it's actually a cake.
And that's when it just gets silly, because people are making these elaborate cakes just for social media.
Right, yeah.
Or if you're making a Wolverine cake and taking it to a party and it's fun, like, that's our artist.
Okay.
Like, that's fun. And plus, somebody gets to eat it at the end of the day, which for these Instagram videos, no one's eating that cake.
Well, also,
no one's eating that apple.
Also,
cake.
In order to make a cake that looks like a thing, oftentimes the cake has to be coated in fondant, which is inedible. I know it's technically edible, but no one wants to eat that.
I peel it off.
It's goddamn edible plastic is what it, like, you know what? Yeah. Velveeta is actually closer to food than fondant is.
No, fondant's nasty. I think the etiquette is that you can just peel it off and not eat it. If you
I have a theory that fondant is cheating. And if you're gonna make a cake that looks like a thing, do it without fondant, and I'll be impressed. But if you do it with fondant, I don't give a fuck.
Sure, because
anybody can make plastic with like whatever. That's the way I feel, and that's all fondant is. It's just fucking edible plastic. So I'm talking to all you cake artists out there with the fondant. Fuck you. You ain't doing nothing. You can do whatever with fondant. I get it. It's like fucking. It's the same thing as what's that shit you buy at the arts and crafts store? That the
it's like Sculpey.
Sculpey. It's just fucking edible Sculpey is all it is.
It kind of is.
You can make whatever the fuck. Like, you ain't impressing me with that shit. You make something that I actually want to eat. Like, I want to eat the whole thing. I don't want to peel a part off. I want to eat the whole fucking thing. If I cut into your cake and I go, oh goddamn, this icing's delicious, then you've made a cake worthy of looking like a fucking apple or a human arm or whatever the fuck. I don't,
or a human arm. So my favorite, I sent you the video that was, is it cake? And it was somebody with a plastic knife pretending to cut into their actual cat.
Yeah.
And the cat's just sitting there like, what
are you doing? Yeah.
And they're like, cut. And that just made me laugh.
Weird Al had a video a couple weeks ago like this, and it was like, is this cake or real? And he did a couple of them. And then at one point he's like cutting his own arm. And he's like, there's like blood coming out of his arm. And he's like, oh no, it's real.
That man is a treasure. Yes. Is it cake? The answer is
so sick of it though. It's like, to what end? Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know?
And I do think there's a difference. I will still say there's a difference if you make a cake for an event that's cool looking.
If it's to be at, but most of the time it's just, hey, so I can get some clicks on social media.
It's just social media.
And then I'm just tired of it,
For sure. Yeah. No, I'm with you. So if any of our especially local friends, or if you don't, make a video. If you want to make a Bill Has Opinions cake,
Yeah.
like however
over
you
here, we'll eat
interpret
it.
that, we will eat it.
We'll cut it up.
I
and
will
eat it.
even peel the fondant.
Oh my god! You know what would be the? You know what? The only exception to this rule is if there was a cake like Deanna Troy, but it was a peptide cake with mint frosting, that would be okay.
Fine. That would be fine. I did watch one of my favorite drag queens had an episode where she's a YouTuber. She did an episode where somebody made a Trixie Mattel cake. And it looked, I mean, it looked like a cake.
Okay.
But it was funny as shit. Because
Okay.
she's like sitting there next to the cake that looks like her. It was pretty funny.
Okay.
But, all right. So, yeah, that's been Things That Are Extra.
There you
folks. We'll talk to you soon.
You can have your cake and eat it too.
You can. Bye, everybody.